So, hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for quite the treat indeed. If you've been on the channel recently, then you'll know I've been doing a little mini-series called FIFA 18 Career Mode in 2020, and today we move forward even further. For those that are new to the channel, basically what I do is sim forward into future seasons on career mode and see what on earth the world of football is like. We've exhausted 2020. If you haven't seen that, there'll be an annotation at the top right of the screen to the playlist, and now we've simmed 5 seasons further into 2025. We're going to see what the leagues are like, who's winning the leagues, who the best teams in the world are, who the best players in the world are, and all the crazy and wacky transfers that have gone on in between. We will be just a little bit later on, but I'll get onto that in a moment. If you're going to enjoy the video, make sure to slap a like on it and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really helps me out at the start of a game cycle, and we're aiming for 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so that would really be very helpful. But first of all, very interesting. In the background, look at what happened in the... Now, this isn't 2025, but look at what happened in the Premier League since we were last here in this series. I believe this is the 2022-2023 season. You can see it's a little bit different. Southampton, Stoke, Watford all beating Liverpool. There's a couple of new teams in the league. Arsenal got relegated. Just deep that for a second. Arsenal Football Club got relegated. In 2023, in FIFA 18, Arsenal got relegated in 19th position. Arsenal, the team that's like always in the Champions League, that went invincible in 2003-2004, got relegated to the Championship. The next season, coincidentally, they won the Championship with 111 points. They only lost once. But Arsenal got relegated. Arsenal, I mean, I've got a title already, realistically, haven't I? It didn't happen in 2025, but it did happen in between the last segment of this series and the current one. But it's just utterly insane. Like, it's absolutely insane. And you can see the team in the background is very good. I know I'm skipping through it really quickly. I do apologise for that, but there's a lot of things I want to talk about in this video. The likes of Manolas, Theo Hernandez, Mustafi, who else was in? Ralph Farman was in this side, Douglas Costa. This is the team that got relegated. As soon as I'd seen they'd been relegated, I checked the team immediately. This is the team they got relegated with. Okay, their midfield isn't that great. Perez and Royce are aging a little bit. Sanchez is now down to 79. Wilshere, though, 83. Granit Xhaka, 85. Ozil's aging. They've still got Lacazette up front. Jan Fieta Arp as well has got 85 potential. This is a good team. That was a very good team that got relegated back in 2023. We now move forward to 2025. You can see Arsenal are now back present again in the Premier League. They've obviously been re-promoted from the Championship, which I still find baffling. And you can see there City won the league in the 2025 season. And Chelsea, Spurs and Bournemouth. We talked about them in 2020. They'd made some amazing signings, bringing in the likes of Renato Sanchez, Lautaro Martinez and Oyarzabal. They don't have many of those players anymore, but they've still managed to get into the top 4. Interestingly enough, there were a couple of new teams there. Wolves and Leeds were, and Reading as well, were all in the Premier League in that season. In the Championship, though, it was Burnley who came out on top. Leicester in second, so they've been relegated the season before. Villa, Norwich, Ipswich and Bristol City in the playoffs. Down at the bottom, though, Hull just about surviving, but Birmingham and Middlesbrough getting relegated. Middlesbrough, who were in the Premier League only a couple of seasons ago, relegated to League One in this career mode. Over in France, Lyon won the league, 86 points. They were 4 points clear of Monaco. Paris Saint-Germain only in 4th in the league. If there's anything you want to pause on, obviously feel free to do so. I know I'm skipping through this quite quickly, but in order to sort of get anything done in any of these videos, I've got to go through them quite quickly. So if you do want to pause, then obviously feel free to do so. Over in the Bundesliga, normal service resumed. Bayern winning that one from Leipzig, then Schalke and Wolfsburg. Pretty poor season as well for Dortmund, who finished 8th, and Hoffenheim were relegated. Final league we're going to take a look at in this episode. There will be future ones, obviously, in a couple of days from now. Juventus won Serie A, although they haven't been dominating it. Actually, Napoli won it a couple of seasons before this. AC Milan and Internazionale, though, looking good as well. Looks as if they've returned to former glory. Taking a look at some players that have moved to different teams. Christian Pulisic, the right midfielder from America, has left Dortmund and he's now playing for Barcelona. And he's got 99 acceleration sprint speed, which is absolutely disgusting. So Christian Pulisic has made obviously a big money move. He's now at Barca. Gianluigi Donnarumma has made a big money move. He's now a Real Madrid player, 94 overall. That must have been at least a £150 million transfer. transfer. Unfortunately, I missed it. It happened between sort of this episode and 2025, but so he's left. He's gone to Real from AC Milan. Kylian Mbappe is still at Monaco. He's 94 rated, so incredible that Monaco didn't even win the French league. Aymeric Laporte has swapped Monaco for Liverpool. He was playing for Monaco back in 2020, having left them from Bilbao, and he's now signed for Liverpool. He's 89 rated, so is Alban Lafont as well, the French goalkeeper who started life at Toulouse. He's now moved over to Internazionale, which I suppose explains why they're doing so well over in Italy. Moving back to the Premier League, though, we've got this man, Kai Havertz, 88 overall, has somehow ended up at Watford. I don't know how it's happened, but he's ended up there. He's 26, he's in the prime of his life, and he's playing for Watford, who are actually doing quite well in the Premier League. I think they were 6th, weren't they, or something, in the Premier League at the end of the season. So as always, it makes sense as to why they're doing so well. Naby Keita has signed for Tottenham. He's 88 now. Obviously, he doesn't sign for Liverpool in the game because they haven't got the sort of loan to permanent transfer thing going on in the game, but it carries on the trend of sort of Liverpool associated players playing for Tottenham in this save, because you already knew that Phil Coutinho was playing for Spurs back in 2020. He's still playing for the North London side, and now Roberto Firmino plays for them as well. He was at Real Madrid back in 2020. He's starting to age now, and Madrid have decided to sell him on to Tottenham. He's 33 years of age, and he's 79 overall now. But obviously Real needed to replace him, and they brought in this man. Andrea Belotti has swapped Torino for Real. His potential is 89, but he's 31 years of age now, so he's actually dipped by 1. He's at 88, so he's on the decline, so obviously Real will need to replace their striker again pretty shortly. Breel Mbolo, talking of strikers, he's moved over to Manchester City from Schalke. 88 overall for him as well, is the Swiss striker, so Manchester City have massively improved their side as well with the signing of him. On top of that, this man, talk of the town over in France, this is Ndombele, or Dombele, I think it's a silent N. He's still playing for Amiens. He's 86 overall. He looks as if he's going to be the next big thing in real life, so he's obviously got a good potential on the game as well. And finally, this man. This is Gaston Bolo, 87 rated right winger, 21 years of age, from Argentina. Can you tell what it is yet? Yeah, it's flipping Messi's Regen in the free agents list. You can get Messi's flipping Regen for free in this career mode save. I don't know why. I don't know how he's even ended up there, because Messi's Regen, I imagine, should just go into the Spanish league. But no, apparently that would be too simple, wouldn't it, realistically? So he's ended up in the free agents list. And speaking of Messi's ex-team, this is the Barcelona side in the background. They've got a very good set of goalkeepers and a pretty decent defence as well. Theo Hernandez, Kalidou Koulibaly, and Shkodran Mustafi, who's clearly left Arsenal to go to Barca in the 2 years between Arsenal's relegation and now. And he's over at Barca. So same for Jonathan Tah. So Barca have really built a very good side. Also brought in Januzaj, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, and Onyinye Ndidi, as well as Christian Pulisic there. You can see Adrian Rabiot now plays for them. Rafinha there as well has got a good overall. Ivan Rakitic very much on the decline. I think he's about to retire. But Julian Weigl as well. So many high-profile players have joined Barca in this save, along with Timo Werner there and Sebastian Driussi, as well as that Deulofeu and Ousmane Dembele still play for the side. Here you can see Manchester City. Andreas Christensen and Eric Bailly is one hell of a centre-back partnership, and obviously Bailly has he swapped Manchester United for Manchester City. I'm not sure that'll go down too well with United fans. Lucas Klosterman there is 84, Maffeo is 85, Aaron Martin is 85 as well, I think. Nicolas Otamendi is on the decline. You might have noticed Kamil Glick there as well. He had 5 sprint speed, so it's nice to see the whole sprint speed glitch thing is still a thing. We've got some very good youngsters though at City, obviously Foden there and Brahim Diaz. They've also brought in Koke and Mateo Kovacic, as well as James Rodriguez and Morgan Sanson. Again, I apologise, this is very difficult to keep up with, but you can see all the ratings obviously of the players and who is at each team. It's just difficult for me to talk over. Moving on though to Chelsea, Nathan Ake is a very interesting one. He isn't on loan on the game, so Chelsea have genuinely bought him back in-game from Bournemouth, so that's a very interesting one. Chelsea have also got Matt Hummels, they've also got Victor Moses still, Ricardo Pereira's there, 84, Samuel Umtiti at 88, as well as they brought him in from Barca, which explains why Barca then went and signed Jonathan Tah. Ezekiel Barco as well, the youngster from Argentina, is 90 overall and playing for Chelsea. There's N'Golo Kante there, Andre Green has come in from Aston Villa, Mario Pasalic has got a very good overall, Ivan Perisic is about to retire but is still playing for Chelsea as well, and you'll notice at the start they still have Thibaut Courtois, who's now 892 overall. Decent forward line as well there, Sardar Azmoun, Michy Batshuayi and Eden Hazard still playing for the side. And then finally, the final team we'll look at in this episode is Real Madrid. My word, decent set of goalkeepers, 94 rated Donnarumma as well as Kevin Trapp at 83. They've also brought in Eric Dyer, Sead Kolasinac, Hugo Mayo, Dujon Sterling for some reason from Chelsea, as well as Mitchell Weiser and Stefan de Vrij to partner Rafael Varane, who's 92 rated. Same for Marco Asensio there, the 29-year-old, Casemiro, Julian Brandt, Dani Ceballos, and Toni Kroos also in this side, as well as Marcos Llorente. This team is absolutely stacked, probably the best team we've seen so far. Absolute, just ridiculous players coming out of their ears, and we've already seen Belotti sign for them, same for Insigne and Domenico Berardi, as well as Adalberto Peñaranda, so an incredible amount of transfers happening at this point in this career mode save. I know we're like, what, 8 seasons or 9 years into the future now, but my word, has a lot happened in this save. It is very difficult to keep up with. Arsenal getting relegated and re-promoted, Ronaldo and Messi have retired. You'll see Ronaldo's regen next time. There's been some crazy stuff going on in the Spanish league, which I still need to show you in the next episode, and the amount of transfers is mind-boggling so far in this series, and really big ones as well, like huge signings left, right and centre in this career mode save. It is carnage, and I've got so much more to show you in the upcoming episodes of this mini-series. If you want to see them, then slap a like on the video and subscribe if you are new to the channel, because there is some really cool stuff that I am still yet to show you guys in the year of 2025 on FIFA 18 career mode, and even more of it will be boggling your brains next time out. But if you have enjoyed, as I mentioned, slap a like on the video and subscribe if you are new to the channel. You can also follow me on social media. My Twitter handle is @theofficialfng, links to that are in the description, and my Instagram is exactly the same, @theofficialfng over there, and links to that are in the description too. But apart from that, I need to catch my breath, so really it has been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
Yo, Massappeals. I roll out with some monsters. Looks like your team and you watchers. I do not roll with imposters. Sound like the man in the Oscars. I'm drunk off Henny and Fosters. I have a career, I am jobless. This bitch f***ed me so hard, I might just end up unconscious. I like girls in lingerie, especially if it is crotchless. Bitch, I am the bigger picture. There is no way you can crop us.